My name is Gregor Staiger, and I am co-owner of Galerie Gregor Staiger in Zurich.
So my name is Lusa. I'm the co-partner of Galerie Gregor Staiger.
An owner of a gallery, more specifically for us, it's somebody who represents artists and may discover them, may work with them in the long term and accompanying them throughout their career.
Yes and no. Yes, for me I couldn't live without artists, I couldn't work without artists. It was a choice, you know. For me it's a passion to work with artists. So yes, I love to work with artists. And I think it's very easy to work with artists if you're able to, you know, to listen to them, and they make us discover so many things. They bring us to new bridges, to new places. So it's extremely important to work with artists, even if it's not easy all the time, you know. But it's good. It's life, you know. Things doesn't have to be easy again.
We are really interested in very individual artists, and to have the main input be from the art and not necessarily the market. So we try to find artists that we find significant in their practice and how they relate to our time.
Well, I will tell them that art is not supposed to be easy to understand, and there is different approach to it, you know. So I think everyone also has his own, has to access to it in his own way. So not to be afraid to go to see museum, to go to see gallery, to speak with artists, to listen to. There is so many now possibility to access to art also through visual, through social media. There is the offer online is huge, you know. So I think now it's very easy for people to access to art.
So it doesn't have to be expensive, but it can get quite expensive, and that's a simple supply and demand issue in a lot of ways. And there is also significant fluctuations in the markets.
Absolutely. I started to collect myself just after my study with my first job, and I think the first drawing I bought was 400 francs, yeah, Swiss francs. So you can definitely start with less small budget. You can start with 100 francs.
It will have an impact on the art scene for sure. It already has, perhaps mainly as a news item and not on art itself. But the technology is here to stay and might be used in significant and perhaps interesting ways in the future.
So this is very important, especially this now with the pandemic. So as we cannot meet people personally in art fairs and also during opening and dinner, so the digitalization become like, to use the digital had become like extremely important. So there is different way to use social media and to create events online. So this is like really, and also for institutions, for museums, for artists themselves also, it's super important to be also online. It creates also like a bigger reach.
Oh, of course, we already represent all our dream artists.